The nation's economic recovery is helping Rockbridge County agricultural and livestock farmers. Rockbridge Farmers Co-op sales manager Seth Caldwell has seen that growth over the past few years.
I don't see a lot of large-scale farmers. I see a lot more what I call hobby farmers, smaller scale people that have, just a few head of beef cattle or have some sheep, goats, whatever, hogs, chickens.
Agriculture is Virginia's largest industry. Sarah Whipple is a visiting psychology professor at Washington and Lee University, but she is also the kind of small-scale farmer Caldwell is seeing more of. Whipple owns a hops farm in Rockbridge County.
Each year we get a bigger and bigger production out of it. Hops can last, at least 20 years, so we're hoping to get more and more poundage per year.
But dairy and cattle are the mainstays of local farming, and those too are growing. Virginia farms saw overall increases in both the market value of production and the average value of products sold per farm from 2007 to 2012. Those are preliminary conclusions of a U.S. Department of Agriculture study. Charlie Leach owns Ingleside Dairy Farm in Rockbridge County. Since Leach took over the family farm in 1978, Ingleside has gone from milking 100 cows to about 350.
Everybody wonders why farms are getting bigger and bigger. They get bigger and bigger. So what people do is they keep growing the business. I don't care whether it's dairy, beef, or grain. They just look at ways of growing their business anywhere from 3 to 5% every year.
Ingleside is one of 7 dairy farms in the Rockbridge area. Leach says dairy production has increased over the past few years, but on fewer farms.
Everybody here works anywhere from 60 to 80 hours a week. That's just the way. Dairy farming is the way of life, so either you like it or you had better find another occupation.
Leach says there is a misconception about large-scale farming.
You turn CNN, they talk with some factory farm. Well, heck, I will know the farm, and it's a family farm that was a granddaddy and 2 sons, and each one of them have got a son or daughter, and they're involved in the farm too. So really, it's more disconnect from the family farm than originally was.
Leach and his family have made their business more efficient recently by using cow milking robots. The robots identify cows with a transponder and record their steps, food intake, and how many times they are milked each day. Ingleside is the only dairy farm in Virginia to do that.
It's increasing milk production because it adapts. You can adapt the 3-time-a-day milking technique. See, a cow that gives more milk actually gets milked more.
Jeannie Wilson runs Crimp Haven Alpacas, an alpaca farm in Rockbridge County. She is retired, so breeding and selling alpacas and their fiber is her secondary source of income. She says Crimp Haven is still operating with a loss, but it gets smaller each year.
Sort of like when you're in real estate, you don't get a check every week, but when you get a check, it's a decent one.
For the Rockbridge Report, I'm Happy Carlock.